Hey guys, so I just want to talk about an issue that I've had for like 2 years now, and it had worsened last year, around November. Yeah, where I lost the ability to pee. But anyway, what I was going to say, not that I can pee now anyway, because I had a catheter. But I mean, what I wanted to talk about is the issue that nobody's talking about is how, because nobody's ever taught it. You're not taught it, even as a mum to a daughter. You're not literally taught it, unless my mother is the exception. But we never really talked about that area of how to wash your vagina, well, your vulva and your backside, how to wipe your vulva and your backside, and you're not supposed to wash your vagina, or what is a vagina and what is a vulva, what is a clitoris, unless everybody sort of knows this and I don't, and how to wipe it as well. I mean, I've had a lot of issues of severe pain, losing the ability to pee, of pain both front and back, and before November, I literally, all my life, I've used panty liners that are man-made synthetic products. I've used feminine sprays, I've used feminine powders, I've used feminine washes, and I was proud of that. I was thinking, mine doesn't smell like other people's does, mine smells like, flowers or something. And it's like, and since part of my illness has been down there, I've learned that, and even from the doctors, I've learned, your vagina is supposed to be moist. It's supposed to have a smell, but not like a really bad smell, but just, it's supposed to be wet. It's supposed to be moist. It's supposed to have a smell. You're not supposed to use any of these products. These products were designed to play on the fears of people and their bodily odors. The vagina, which I'm still not sure what it is. There's a clitoris and a vagina, and I thought the clitoris was the breast. Anyway, but it's like you wash it, and you're not supposed to use these things on there because it takes away the ability for it to cleanse itself, and it flushes out the things that prevents bacteria from getting there. So I've had a lot of infection, like I had a UTI, I had a thrush, and I'm still dealing with other things at the moment. So there's just been like, I just feel like it's really important now for people to just know what they're using. And even now when I have my period, right, there's a lot of these synthetic man-made products of pads. They're all used and made without the care of women to, it harms the vagina, it harms the vulva, it harms the clitoris, it harms the whole thing, because a lot of these products, they make it using stuff that's left over from rubbish bins to be put into that. And so I've got my own products because I have my own business now. That's it's a bit like Angel Secret, but it's called Bloom, where every single line of the pad and the liner is made 100% natural products. And it disintegrates. There's a sell-by date because it's all natural products. And so it's been very helpful. My period is a lot less painful when I'm using it. The blood clots are a lot less because I've been using it, and it's 100% safe, which is very, very helpful, and I'm only using water right now to wash. I mean, there's still the times when I think, oh, I have to use a feminine wash, but I'm trying my best not to do that anymore. But I just really think it's very important for people to be discussing these things, and especially for a mother to teach her daughter how to do that. I mean, I'm not sure about other mothers. All I know is my mother, and I think it's not normal for us to be discussing these things. And you just I feel like the world, it just expects people to know this stuff, and I don't know a lot of that stuff. Like, what is a clitoris? I always just thought it was the nipple. But I guess I'm wrong. So I guess now I have to Google what that is. But anyways, yeah, I'm just be careful. Be careful, even the men, of how they wash themselves too. I mean, I'm sure that there's ways that you're doing it that's causing infection, because men can get UTIs as well. You know, they can get really bad UTIs. They can get really painful and sore, and just because of how they're wiping themselves or how they're washing themselves or whatever else it is. Like, I just feel like it's really important, because I've been suffering for a few years now with pain, severe pain and infections, and having to deal with that amongst other things. So it's just very important, and I don't like how people don't want to discuss that, because then I think, you know, it's not good. And I mean, even in churches, I mean, if you're in a church and, you know, you're in a group and they say, oh, would you like a prayer request? I don't feel comfortable to be like, I don't know if it's a kosher thing to say, oh, I'd like to pray about my vagina or my clitoris or my vulva, because I'm having issues down there, you know, or my anus or my anal sphincter, whatever you call it. So yeah, I just really think people need to start talking about this stuff, and not shy away from it, not be like ban people from talking about it and saying, oh, this isn't good to talk about, this is like private, this personal, this is trigger material, you know, this is whatever this is negative and it's bad, and this is like, no, it needs to be spoken about, because there are many people that are suffering, and I for one have been one of them, and I'm still going through the process of getting healed from that. So be careful.